The stained glass windows of First Hope Baptist Church caught the morning sun like fractured rainbows. Inside, pews creaked beneath a gathering crowd dressed in pressed Sunday suits and flowing Easter dresses. It was the church's centennial service, a full choir, a special guest pastor, and a rare invitation-only performance from the children's choir. It was tradition. It was pride. And it was watched closely. From the very back, near the side door where few bothered to glance, a man stood quietly. His frame was lean but strong, posture upright in a faded military jacket, his boots worn from time and memory. His face bore the weight of something deeper than age, experience. But it was his skin, his presence, that stirred unease in some corners of the room. A man in a fine tailored suit leaned toward the usher beside him and muttered, too loudly to be just a whisper, "He doesn't belong here." The usher, flustered, didn't reply. The suited man narrowed his eyes and walked straight toward the stranger. "You're not on the guest list. This is a private congregation, family and military only." The man simply nodded once. Calm, quiet. "I served with the boy they're honoring today," he said. The suited man scoffed. "I doubt that." He turned and motioned to the front, where the memorial portrait of a young fallen soldier sat surrounded by lilies. He served in the 173rd. They don't let just anyone in. But the man didn't defend himself. He simply looked at the photo, and his lips moved silently, as if speaking to the fallen. The usher stepped forward, voice shaking. "Sir, maybe just let him stay, in the back at least." The suited man raised a hand. "Not dressed like that. He's making people uncomfortable." But before another word was spoken, the lights dimmed. The children's choir began to line up. The crowd hushed. And the ceremony began. The children sang sweetly at first, soft hymns of peace, of heaven, of courage. Families wiped tears, and mothers held their little ones tighter. At the front, the boy's parents sat arm in arm, eyes wet, holding onto memories stronger than grief. Then came the final solo. A small boy stepped forward, holding a folded note in trembling hands. "My big brother wrote this before he went overseas. He told me if anything ever happened, I should read this." A hush fell. He unfolded the letter. "If you're hearing this, it means I didn't make it home. But don't be sad. I got to serve beside someone I wish you could meet. He taught me everything, not just how to fight, but how to stand." He was quiet. Nobody respected him when he first showed up because he looked like a ghost from a different war. But he watched out for me like a brother. He saved my life twice. He gave me his rations when I was sick. He patched me up when we lost our medic. And on our last mission, he dragged me behind cover and told me to play dead until the gunfire stopped. When I woke up, he was gone. They told me he didn't make it, but that wasn't true. Because he never left me. Not really. He's why I became the soldier I was. So if he ever shows up at this church, don't ask for credentials. Just let him sit near me." The boy lowered the paper, barely breathing. The entire choir had stopped singing. One by one, the congregation turned toward the back pew. Toward the man in the old jacket. He was still standing. Still silent. But now, his hands trembled at his sides. Not from fear. From memory. The suited man's mouth opened to say something, but nothing came out. The pastor, a decorated chaplain with steel-gray hair and soft eyes, stepped down from the pulpit. He walked past the front pews. Past the mourners. Past the stunned silence. He stopped in front of the man at the back. "I know who you are," the pastor said. "He spoke of you in his letters to me, too. Sergeant Elijah Cross." A wave of realization hit the room like thunder behind glass. This was Sergeant Cross, the mysterious soldier no one could confirm, the one many thought had died in country. Yet here he stood. The choir director turned to the children. "Let's finish the song, for both of them." They began again, this time louder, fuller, every note rising like a prayer. As the voices swelled, the suited man stepped aside. Then, quietly, deliberately, he walked to Sergeant Cross, extended his hand, and whispered, "I was wrong." Sergeant Cross looked at the boy's parents. They were standing now, tears streaming, nodding, reaching out. Cross didn't speak. He didn't need to. He stepped forward. Slowly. Respectfully. And sat beside the portrait of the fallen soldier, just as the final chorus ended. A boy had given a letter. A soldier had kept a promise. And a church had remembered that honor isn't always dressed in ceremony. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to the Soul Script for more powerful, emotional stories that remind us what dignity truly looks like, even when the world forgets.